Wow. Here we are once again, live on the YouTubes and the Twitter.coms. Or not the Twitter.coms. Although maybe in the future. Maybe we'll go live on Twitter. I just don't want to give Twitter any of my money, so maybe not. We'll see. But yeah, twitch.tv and youtube.com live today. Yeah. Let me just get the chat up so I can actually see it. Gotta click that button. I gotta click. Oh. Am I not live on YouTube? It says I am. Hello, Alan Vips. Alan! Welcome on through. How you doing? Select live sources. Auto find. Find it. Hi, Loco. Very, very cheap. £1 fish. Alan says, could be better. Aw, sorry to hear that, Bean. Hope things get better for you soon. Just know that, what is it called? Thanksgiving is right around the corner, so hopefully some happiness is on its way to you. Sveno, hi. How you doing, Bean? White Wolf, hello. Sveno says, how's the neon orange burb? I'm doing great. I'm trying to get the YouTube. I'm trying to get the YouTube chat to work, and it's acting like it doesn't exist. Sign in. I guess we'll sign in. Okay, apparently I'm signed in. So find it. Do it. Find the chat. Managing moderators can support your channel even in more ways. Introducing managing moderators. These users have the same capabilities as standard moderators, but in addition, they can manage block words and change chat modes live. Hi, Lishi. I see you now. Hold on, is it actually coming up? Let's close this real quick. Wow. There we go. All right, Loco. Have a good one, Bean. Hello. And have a wonderful rest of your day. Goodbye. This might be the last day I leave you 50 billion fish. That's a lot of fish. My goodness. Wow. Still, after all this time, I still need a pop filter from a microphone. I'll get there eventually. I'll be good. Don't worry. I'll do it. Hi, Azuri. Welcome on through. Wow. You're both me. I now have the YouTube chat working, I think. Eat them all. I would if I could, but I think my tummy is too small for that. 50 million fish. Or 50 billion fish. There it is. The YouTube chat is working now. Awesome orange burb. No, that's you. You're an awesome burb too. You're not orange though. But we can fix that. We can turn you orange. Just need time to eat them all. I may have to recruit the SBF to help me eat all the fish. You fed an entire community. Yeah. I think there's something reflective in here. The controllers, like when I lay them here, there's like a fridge behind me. Alan says I could eat 100 billion. Whoa, that's a lot of fish. That's so many fish. Wow. Wow. Guys, look out. Alan's gonna steal your fish. Alan's gonna just gonna gobble them all up. That's what he's gonna do. He's gonna gobble them all up. Yep, that's what he's gonna do. But she says, "Fish." Fish. We got some nice chill music today. White Wolf has now turned green instead of blue. I'm fine with that. I'm gonna get my meat. Yeah. That reminds me, I need to put the pictures we took and put them in there. Yeah. Both with the old avatar and the new one. Interesting, actually. It did change. It went from blue. Can I do this? There we go. It went from blue to green. Anything going on today? Anybody got some interesting news to share? Lishy says, "Hi-oh, do you need to wear glasses in real life too?" There's a chance that I might actually eventually have to wear glasses in real life. I've been told my eyesight isn't exactly the best, but it's good enough that I haven't had to do it yet. Yeah, because that's like your eye color, isn't it, White Wolf? But no, I don't have to actually wear glasses in real life yet. Not yet, anyway. But I have been told I should probably look into it at some point. But as long as I can still drive a car and pass the test to do that, I'm good. But until then, maybe not. But the thing is that the Avali naturally kind of have like really bad eyesight, and I like to think that because Cheetie has lived on Earth his whole life, he doesn't have access to what do they call it, the implants and stuff that most Avali get to correct their vision, so he wears glasses instead. And if anybody ever has paid attention, you may notice that this pair of glasses that almost all of my Avali wear don't necessarily have lenses in them, and that's only just because I'm trying to be like really efficient on resources. This avatar looks almost exactly the same on PC that it does on Quest and iOS. But that's mostly because I just have the scarf and glasses. I don't have like a whole bunch of clothes and assets and stuff on him. White Wolf says, "Glasses are fun. You pay that you're Lugia." I can't. Lugia is so big I can't see the message. Lugia. There we go. Glasses are fun. You pay that you're able to see other persons you don't like. Yeah, it's like, hey, don't make fun of people who wear glasses. They literally pay to see you. Get out of here. Besides, glasses make people look amazing, in my opinion. Hi, Crow. Welcome on through, Bean. How you doing today? You're also green today. Hey, Cheesecake. Man, Lugia, you are just covering up all of the messages today. There you go. Crow says hello. So I just got the warning on my weather radio. It started screaming about maybe 15 minutes ago. Has it been 15 minutes? Yeah, 15 minutes ago. And basically, it said that we're going to have a really bad storm starting on Thursday, which is Thanksgiving. And we have a lot of driving to do on Thursday. So, depending on that, we may have to either swap up the car we're going to use, because we were going to use a smart car, but it's really bad in the snow. So, we may not use that car if it comes to that. And if it's really, really bad, we may have to just end up staying home. Which really stinks, because I was really excited to go and see family. Nah, nonsense there, Lishy. Nonsense. You're fine. I still need to fix this down here. Look at this. Look at this hole. Look at that hole down there. I don't like that hole. This hole right here. Oh, hello. Do you guys have any plans for this Thanksgiving holiday season? Heck yeah. Cookie! Cookie! Do I have any cookies left? I think I have maybe one. Or do I not? Uh-oh. Do I not have cookies anymore? I'm out of cookies. Oh wait, no, I have one more. I have one more. Yeah. I'm excited. I have one more cookie. We're starting the Thanksgiving early with a cookie. Let me put my controllers down. Dip it in coffee? Well, I don't have a coffee. Seems you're running out of stroopwafels too. I've actually got quite a few stroopwafels still. I have a whole nother package underneath the table. You just don't see them. Wow. Time for coffee. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, Mr. Krabs. And then we're gonna get it's out of shot, but we're gonna get one of Sveno's donut shop cappuccinos. Heck yeah. There we go. Boop. Wow, thank you. I'm gonna have me a cup of coffee now after it boils up. I forgot I got you those. Yeah, I mean, you got me quite a lot of stuff that one day. Like, it was all of a sudden, there was just so much stuff that came through, I couldn't even see it because it went all the way up to the top of the screen. But you got me coffee, stroopwafels, and then also those water fizzy energy drink things, which I really, really appreciate those. I love those energy drinks. Heck yeah. Actually, Smiley kind of likes them a lot too. He's actually been wishing we could have more of those, and I'm like, I'll have to see if I can find them at the local store. And a woofie in the morning saves the day. Heck yeah. I think the only thing in that little collection over here on the left here, I think the only thing there that I got was the M&Ms. I got those. But everything else in there, the stroopwafels, the other stroopwafels, the completes, the SpaghettiOs, the coffee, all that stuff was all from you guys. And I really, really appreciate that. And I've been trying to be really good about like not sneaking them off stream. I kind of want them to be like things that you guys can redeem. But I'm not gonna lie, I've had a few weak moments, and I may or may not have had a cookie, or maybe a couple M&Ms or a stroopwafel off stream. I hope you don't mind. Should get you your own pack. What of the M&Ms? Smiley steals the M&Ms sometimes too. He kind of like comes in here and just like steals stuff a lot. Well, not a lot. I can't say that. He doesn't do it a lot, but he does come in here and steal my my little stuff in here, which I think is hilarious because it's like it's not necessarily his normal thing, but it's like, oh, this is actually pretty delicious. I'm gonna have one of these. But just so you know, when you get those things over there, you're not feeding just me, you're feeding Smiley too. You're feeding a household. Yeah. Did you know that if you type good bot in the chat, you'll tell Siri bot that they're doing a good job? They're keeping the chat nice and safe from all of the... Oh, hello there. Hello, Peach. Sveno says, hey, do you know how to turn off the Discord thing where you only accept messages from friends or people who have mutual servers? Are you trying to make it so that people can't just automatically accept messages? Like, so you don't get like messages from scammers and stuff like that? Is that what you're basically asking? Because that's pretty much what that does. But she says, thank you for your help, Hayo. What did I do? What do you mean? I didn't do nothing. I'm very happy to help, though. However it is I helped. I'm not sure what I did, though. But you guys didn't tell me. Is anybody planning on doing anything for Thanksgiving? I think I saw one person, I think it was Cheesecake, say that they already had their Thanksgiving. Lishy says a video. Oh, the video. That's right. Yeah. I like making those videos. They get kind of like a mixed response sometimes. Sometimes people don't appreciate the message, I guess. I had like one or two people reach out to me. It's like, no, don't do that. I'm like, but why? That helps people. Sveno says I don't do Thanksgiving. Ah, I see. I think some I don't know if there's a way for them to reach out to you specifically. I do think that for people to message you directly like that, they do have to either be a friend of yours, or ask for their message to be accepted or something like that first. But normally, like, reaching out to you as a friend is how that would normally work. I'm not entirely sure if you can message somebody without being a friend and also not being in the server at the same time. Hi, Numix. Welcome on in. How's the cafe going today? Okay, that coffee should be done brewing by now. Kind of wish there was a way to like just put the controllers like on my waist. That'd be pretty cool. Can I do that? Here, let's try that. Let me take these controllers and just take them and shove them in the pockets. Okay, this is not easy. Oh, there we go. Although it looks a little weird because my hands are like pointed up, but now I just have like ease of access to them, so I can just pick them up again. Numix says very coffee, very nice. Yeah, the only thing that stinks about the new headset is that there's no camera on it. Or well, there technically is, but there's no camera.
Are you streaming, Mr. Streamer?
Wait, what? Hold on. Oh, hi, Maze.
Please.
How did you get here?
Look at your status.
Oh, I'm blue. Wow, I never do that too. I forgot about that. Wow, hold on. Let me fix that real quick. But yeah, I'm streaming right now. Where's my? Oh, that's right. The controller's in my pockets.
Well, I'm here now, but not for long, so I'm about to get off anyways.
Let's see here. I forget. How do I do this? Do it. That's weird though, because I thought I set the world up for invite or something. How do they keep an? Oh, that must be what the green mode does.
That's what the blue mode does. The auto invites.
Oh, auto accept invite requests. I see. So if I do green, I should see them.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have a. It's not Smiley. It's Maze. Yeah. If you want to come over here, say hi.
I will only show the face because I don't trust my avatar. Hi.
Hi. Here they are.
It's me. I'm Murray. No, I was kidding.
How do I?
Am I even in the frame?
Yeah, the camera's like really close, so it's like your head is like taking up a huge amount of the space. How was your day today?
Hi. I woke up at 5 o'clock. I did stuff.
You did stuff. What time is it for you now?
Almost 1. I'm about to get up because I leave at 1.
Oh, you're just an hour behind me. It's just about 2 o'clock for me.
You the Ohio bird.
Sveno says, hello, Big Avali. I like their avatar, they say.
Thank you. I modified it.
Yeah, it's like
I made the texture.
A mixture of, I think, a dragon and an Avali. This is, I believe, the Keetavali
dragon
base here, or at least the head is.
The body is Kita. Just modified breast and stomach.
Yeah.
I think hips was modified over too. And then I attached the tail because, yes, you can see the tail.
Is that a like a Rexium tail?
No, it's like a little wyvern tail. Something like that. Oh, ow! Oh god, my back. I'm about to go on your camera. Oh god.
As you can see,
you just see my hips.
Yeah, nobody really ever realizes how tiny I actually am, but yeah, I'm really small.
I'm like 1.11 meter, so
I think I'm 0.6 meters. I'm tiny.
They're like 0.64, I think.
White Wolf says, I saw this one yesterday. And then Sveno says, ooh, I like the wings. Josh? Oh, hello, Josh. Welcome on through, Bean. How you doing
Josh.
Today?
I'm the giant behind them. You're not hearing anything, I swear. Anyways, I'm about to get off in a minute, so.
Alright, Bean.
Beep, 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 beep.
Sveno says, bye. Oh, they meant right now. I didn't realize. They do that sometimes. They kind of just disappear. There we go. But anyway, that was Maze. Hello, the Pickle Gobbler. How's it going? Love your name. How's it going? Maydeen's. That's them, by the way, right there. Maydeen's. I go instantly leave 1 second later. I gotcha. That's totally fair. Lishy says, what's your favorite color? My favorite color, if you're asking me, is like a deep blue. I like a deep, like midnight blue. That's kind of why the scarf is the color it is. The Pickle Gobbler. Excuse me. The Pickle Gobbler says, I'm sick. Oh no, Bean. I hope you get better soon. Right now is not the good time to be getting sick with Thanksgiving right around the corner. Too long in the salt water? Oh. I also really like the color red too, but I'm not a huge fan of putting red on anything. Necessarily. Simply because I think it's just because like red is such a popular color to be a fan of that everyone's like, oh, I want this to be cool, so it's gotta be red. And I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna do that. However, if I ever see one of those Mazdas, like a Mazda Miata with that special like electric red color, like that only Mazda does. I don't know if anybody's ever seen that, the Mazdas with that color, but oh my god, they are freaking magnificent looking. But I really like blue. My first car was like a deep blue, and it was just a standard like family sedan, so it wasn't like anything exciting. But that blue color, I wish I had another car in that color. That was so pretty. The smart car looks really good in silver though, I have to say. That and Smiley really likes the silver color as well, so I'm not too much into changing the color of that. Although we have toyed with the idea of getting a presidential paint job, which is like really cheap paint job, on the smart car in orange, and then getting a license plate that says Cheeto on it. But if I were to do that, it'd be really recognizable, and I don't want people like following me. I know that's something I really don't think I have to worry about, but if I'm going to continue doing streaming and stuff like that, I kind of don't want that to be a thing. The Pickle Gobbler says, I'm European, so I don't have Thanksgiving. Ah, I see. Official page of Dad. It's my favorite bird, Dad. Happy early birthday. Thanksgiving, or early birthday? Why'd I say that? Happy early Thanksgiving. There we go. Hi, how's it going? Welcome on through, Bean. I'm really excited for Thanksgiving, but we may actually have a storm coming through that may stop us from enjoying it fully. So we will see. Our Thanksgiving, we have 2 locations to go to for Thanksgiving, and each of them is about an hour away. And there's going to be almost a foot of snow dropping on Thursday, starting in the morning. So that actually might make that kind of dangerous. So we'll have to take a look. It's called lake effect snow. Yeah, that's something we get over here. Maydeen says, just put a smudge of Cheeto dust, and there you go. Yeah, but then it'll look dirty. It looks good on me. I still think it'd be kind of funny if I moved around, like little Cheeto puffs, like dust clouds would come off behind me. That'd be kind of funny, I think. Or maybe like little dust particles on the ground. I'm sure that there's like an asset that could probably download for that. Sveno says, understandable. That's why I don't share a lot of my stuff. Yeah. I've been a lot more careful with sharing stuff as of recent after that first thing with my old account. It's still Savan. Just changed my username to be my official account that is the same as my Twitch page. Ah, I see. I'll try and keep that in mind. I wasn't sure who you were at first. Well, welcome on through. Lishy says, I'm really sad. I'm sorry to hear that, Bean. I hope things get better for you soon. Why are you sad? let me know. Sveno says, you know the boop special effects people have? You should do Cheetos or Cheeto dust. That's a good idea. I like that. I think I did try to change, because on one of my avatars I have a thing where you can eat cookies. I think it'd be really cool to have Cheetos instead. That'd be fun. But I tried to change it from a cookie to a fish at one point, and it broke it somehow. The items just wouldn't, you couldn't pick up the stuff anymore, so I had to switch it back to cookies, and then it worked again, so I don't know. Here, let's move around a little bit. Let's change the scene. Yeah, there we go. Gosh, I love this avatar. He's such a little goober. Look at him. He's such a little goober. This avatar is such a little goober. I think maybe one thing I might want to change about this avatar is maybe the shader that he uses. Because it has like this rim lighting effect and like a little less realistic lighting, and it kind of looks a little harsh like around the eye here. It's like it cuts off immediately right there. So I may change that up. We'll see. That is one thing that I want to add. That's like the only thing that I really want to add to this avatar is some boop effects, because people love to boop this avatar. And it doesn't do anything when I do that. But like almost every other one of my Avali characters has some special boop effect to him when you boop him. I need to do the boops. Oh, Lishi, no being sorry. You don't have to be sorry. I understand. You're all good, Bean. Just remember that you make a lot of people happy when you're around, okay? Those bad thoughts, don't let them take over you, okay? You are worth it, okay? A boop counter, says New Mix. I think if I were to do that, I want a special one. I'm not a huge fan of the text box stuff that people have. I'm not saying that's a bad thing or anything like that. I just don't like that personally for myself. But I did see somebody with one where you boop it and a little text box, like a not a VR chat text box comes up, but like an actual like virtual representation of something comes up, and then and it shows how many times you've been booped in that instance. It doesn't keep like a track of how many boops you've gotten throughout the entire lifetime, like the one that normally goes above people's heads. It's a program that runs inside of VR chat, so that I don't have to actually have it loaded. Like I don't have to have a special application loaded for OSC and stuff like that, because the face tracking uses OSC as well, and that can cause some issues sometimes if you have too many OSC things talking at once. That's not always necessarily true. Cheesecake, bad thoughts can sometimes be a good thing. It kind of humbles us a little bit every once in a while. But if it's like if your brain is like being really mean to you, like then it's like, nah, give yourself some self motivation. Like, yeah, you're worth it. You're awesome, you know. But like having bad thoughts every so often. Or not every so often, but like once in a while, it's like, okay, I feel not so great right now. But when you feel not so great for a little bit, then it makes when you do feel good, feel so much better because you're not feeling bad anymore. But if it's like a constant thing, then you gotta battle it sometimes. It's hard. Trust me, I understand. I've been there. It's hard to do it sometimes, but like just looking in the mirror and going like, hey, you're worth it. Even if it's just yourself, because you're going about the video from before. It's like you are the person you're spending the most time with. So to see yourself in a mirror, and it may be weird for some people, but to see yourself in a mirror and saying, "Hey, you're worth it. You're doing good." Just or just like picking a time of day or something like that and going like, "I'm gonna smile now," you know, and like instead of frowning and feeling like poop, just try to like improve the feeling, you know. Cheesecake says, "Am I? Are you what?" Sveno says, "A friend wants me to hop on VRC, so I'll see you later." All right, Sveno, have a good one, Bean. Thanks so much for stopping in. Always great to see you. Lishy says, "I hate what's in the mirror." Well, what's in the mirror is you. You are a person who helps other people smile, Lishy. I don't know if you know this or not. When you come in here and you share your very soft voice or your guitar playing that you do and stuff, which is I don't know if you know this, but it is actually pretty good, and people do like to listen to you, and then they even like ask for like what is it called? Not recommendations, but they ask for you to play something, and then you play it, and that just makes them happy. So the person who's doing that is you, and that person, I mean, you are the one that's in the mirror. So you're doing good, Lishy. You're doing good. Not everyone is, you know, out there gifted the most wonderful, beautiful, chiseled chin and all that stuff. And I totally understand that, but that doesn't mean in any sense of the word that you're ugly or anything like that. You may have heard the saying that beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So maybe you don't see it, but other people do. There's another person who mentioned to me one time that they were sad because they were not very tall, for lack of better words. They said that they wish that they could be taller, but obviously I can't really super say this because I'm also like 6 feet tall in real life, which is not really that short. It's not necessarily super tall either. There's people who are taller than I am, but there's also people who are shorter. But I like to think, because of all of my stuff that I do in the online space, I do a fair bit in the online space, and I almost always am this itty bitty little thing, this 2 foot 2 inch tall Avali, and I'm not gonna, again, I'm 6 foot tall in real life, but I feel like if somebody can make a difference being this tall or this short in an online space, you can absolutely make a difference in real life, in the real life space. Legion says only 6 short. No, I'm saying 6 foot tall is not short. It's like, I wouldn't even necessarily say that it is like average size, because I am taller. I'm taller than a lot of people that I meet in real life, but I'm also shorter than some, and it is a really cool feeling to get hugged by somebody who's taller than you.
Oh shit.
Whoa.
There goes the channel. Scythe_the_protogen just rated
Hey.
with 1 odd ones.
Scythe, thanks so much for the raid. You're awesome, Bean. Litchi says I'm 163 centimeters. I think that it's like, what is that, 5'8", 5'7", maybe? I'm not really sure. I've been trying to like get better at like figuring that kind of stuff out. But No, what I was mentioning earlier is like I don't think being tall or being less tall is anything that makes you lesser or more. Just because I'm taller than certain people, I don't feel like I'm better than anyone in any particular thing. I can just reach the cookie jar on top of the fridge a little better, you know. But that's about it. When it comes to the person, it's the person that's in here or in here in your heart or in your mind. That's the part that's important. The things that they contribute to the groups that they're in. Thanks, Sveno. Sveno, go hang out with your friend. What are you doing? A 6 foot tall volley. That's very tall. Well, no, in VR chat, I'm 2 foot 2 inches, or what is it? 0.6 meters or 66 centimeters. That's kind of funny. Every time I've asked somebody when they're in a volley or something like that, how tall are you in real life? And sometimes they'll be like this 7 foot tall Nardo dragon, but in like real life they're like 5'4" or something like that. But then there's me, who's like 6 foot tall in real life, but I'm 2 foot tall in VR chat. I really find that seems to be a really popular thing to happen, is that people will make themselves the opposite of what they are in real life. Basically, everybody who is tall wants to be shorter, or not everyone, but you know, a lot of people do. And then a lot of people who are shorter want to be taller. I think if everybody was just happy with what they've been given, I think that'd be really good. Because when you're taller, there are people who are shorter than you that wish they could be your height. And when you're shorter, you're like, I wish I could be taller. But then the same thing goes for someone like me. I wish I was shorter. I don't like being 6 foot tall. I want to be shorter. Legion says, I wish I was dwarf size. Darius. I wish I was dwarf size. Truth be told, my height is the stupid Gen Alpha meme. 6'7". My goodness. Good thing I use the superior metric system. My goodness, 6'7". I'm sure we've talked about that before, about your height being higher than mine. I want to get a hug from you at some point. Not to sound weird or anything like that, but I absolutely want a hug from you. You've been nothing but like a sweet bean the entire time I've known you, and it's like, you're tall too? Like, come on. I want to get a hug from you. Hi Darius, welcome on through, Bean. How you doing today? Let's change up the background again. Open your eyes, thank you. Legion says, come to California. I'll even pick you up and swing you around. Yeah. Lishy says, no, sorry. Darius says, doing pretty well. Just been quite bored today. Oh. Are you, you're not a U.S. person, are you, Darius? I was going to ask you if you're going to celebrate Thanksgiving on Thursday. So far, I've asked that question a couple times, and I don't think anybody's celebrating Thanksgiving this year or in the chat. I gotta be super good though. I gotta be super good because like I've been doing so well on this diet, and I don't want to like mess it up by going and eating too much. But it's gonna be hard because the food is so good on Thanksgiving. People add like a little bit of extra butter, a little bit of extra salt, stuffing, mashed potatoes. My brother's wife, she makes like the freaking, I don't know how she does it, but she makes the best mashed potatoes. And that's something really weird to be excited about is mashed potatoes, but I'm telling you, they're so good. I like look forward to that every year. Oh, is your daughter really tall too? Darius says, indeed, I am not. Sorry to disappoint you. I'm not disappointed at all, B. No worries there. Hope you do have a good Thanksgiving. I hope so too. We just got a weather alert on our weather radio. It basically screams out and goes, hey, just so you know. Oh, the birds did not like me doing that. Hey, just letting you know, you're having like a huge winter storm coming and there's going to be like a whole entire foot of snow hitting the ground. Personally, with my current mental issues cocktail, I don't really want to be around people IRL more than a few minutes. I see. Proxyl Foxygen. Oh, hold on. Let me read that again. Proxyl Foxygen. There we go. It's a Cheeto. It's a me. It's a me, a Mario. Guys, it's been 15 minutes. Are you staying hydrated? Hold on. I'm missing messages now. I need to, hold on. Maybe I move it over here. Legion says, I'm going to make porridge I haven't had in years for my dinner Thursday. Can't celebrate when everyone has scattered for the holidays. A weather alert, eh? Yeah. We get those. It's been a while since we've had one, so it's kind of cool to... Oh, not cool, but it's also interesting. They're saying that the power could possibly go out too, so that'll be a little bit of a test of our solar if that does happen. Darius says, we had a lot of snow come and go yesterday. Caused me to get completely soaked on my way back from home from work. Proxyl says, hi, how is you? I'm doing wonderful, Bean. How about you? I'm excited for the holidays. And we're talking, yeah, we're talking about Thanksgiving right now. Not Christmas, we're not there yet. Hold on, we'll get there. Everyone needs their turn. Cheesecake says, yeah, but you Avali love the cold, Cheaty. Yeah, but technically for Cheaty, as he's a normal blood, right? Normal blood, but cold-blooded. At least I think that's what I want the lore to be at the moment. He's not ammonia-based, which is why when you look inside of his mouth, it's not purple, it's pink. See? And some of the Avali also have red ears as well. Proxyl says, I'd love to join, or is it solo? It's solo for right now. I have been trying to get a little bit better with having extra people in here at the same time. It's hard to have a conversation with the chat and then also people here as well. And I don't want people to be like, oh, you're ignoring me and stuff like that, because it happens. I'm not trying to ignore anyone. That's why I'm trying to just keep it with the chat over here for now. If Cheaty is cold-blooded, he'd probably despise the cold. Well, I guess to go along with the lore of it, I am getting on my ears. My ears. The cold is not necessarily my favorite thing to mess around with anymore. Let's adjust this microphone here a little bit. Proxyl says, I wouldn't feel ignored. I know how it is. I do stream too. Yeah. But yeah, my main thing I don't like about the winter, I don't really have too much of an issue with anything except for one thing, and you guys may also agree with this: shoveling the snow. Super not a fan of that. Super not a fan of that. And this year, I've actually been gifted the use, not the actual item, but I've been gifted the use of an electric snow thrower. I think it's called, not a snow blower, but a snow thrower. which is like a little mini battery powered snowblower. I'm not entirely sure how well it's gonna work, but it should definitely help a lot with keeping the snow off of our driveways this year. And all I have to do to get use of that is go and take a shovel over to the neighbor's porch and just shovel off the snow so that she can get her deliveries for mail and stuff. But she's like, yeah, the rest of it, I just have a truck come over here and just shovel it with a big which is kind of silly. Like, she has a huge truck for her little driveway, but you know, whatever. Darius says, personally, I like shoveling. If it's not a crap ton. Yeah, well, I mean, after you hurt your back like once or twice, it's like, okay, I can do without that. We got like 2 DM snow? Or did you mean centimeters maybe? Almost through 2 centimeters? Doesn't sound too bad. Decimeters. 20. Oh, okay, that's a little bit more. Lishy says, I need to go to sleep. Good night, awesome bird. Hey, Lishy, have a good sleep, Beam. Happy dreams to you when you go, okay? Thanks so much for hanging out today. It's always great to see ya. Proxy says decimeters, 20 centimeters. My back was not happy. Yeah, that's basically where I'm at with that. It's like if you're hurting your back to do it, then it's like, no, it's not cool anymore. I will say, probably up until maybe about 2 or 3 years ago. Oh, hydration. That sounds like a good idea. But I think, oh wait, I have my coffee still. And I have my cookies and my coffee. I'm gonna munch that now. Let's see here. Oh, the cookie fell apart. Here, let's see. Okay, so we have a Biscoff, I think it's called. We got a Biscoff. You look in the camera in the bottom left-hand corner down there. We got Biscoff. And then we got a nice, delicious cup of cappuccino there, which has cooled off just a little bit, which is nice. I wish I could give the Burbies a treat too. I may look into that. I don't know if I want to like be messing around with the birds while I have a VR headset on. I don't want them to like be freaked out by it. They're particular about certain things. One time I came in here and I took off my shirt to put on a new shirt. I was changing for the morning, and I don't normally come in here to change my shirt. It was just that somebody was busy on an office call, so I couldn't do it in there. So I came in here to change my shirt, and they flipped out when I took my shirt off. They thought I'm thinking they probably thought I was taking my skin off. Like, they were not happy with me doing that. All right, now it's time to take a nice little nibble. Delicious. Another dip. It tears off skin. Out of curiosity, do we even have a redeem for like SpaghettiOs or completes or anything like that? I don't know if we actually have a redeem for that. I think what I was doing is I was making it so that like the SpaghettiO ones would also trigger the completes if the person wanted to do that. By the way, guys, if you didn't know, we are currently doing a little bit of a charity thing right now. We're benefiting Feeding America. We're currently at our almost hour mark here, so I like to do this at the hour mark. We have in the past month raised $85 whole with a goal of 100, which is, I would say, a fair bit. I'm liking to think that Feeding America can probably utilize $85 right now.
Super Mario in real life.
Oh, heck yeah.
Spaghetti!
But I believe they can feed up to 60 to about 60 to 75 people with $85. I think they used to have a metric on their website that said every dollar can feed 1 to 2 people. So $85, give or take, can probably feed 60 to about 75 people. And I think that's a really cool metric right there, is to know that, like, hey, it's right around that Thanksgiving time. Some people might be really hungry right now. And with the help of Feeding America, and again, the charity, when you donate to it, it goes directly to the charity to help these people get their food. I don't see any of it at all. It doesn't come to me at all. It doesn't go through me. It goes straight to them. Oh, you found SpaghettiOs? Yeah. So do you want the SpaghettiOs or do you want the completes? Let me know. I'm going to try and drink some of this coffee, though. But yeah, let me show this to you real quick. So completes is like an actual, like, wow, a whole meal thing right there. There's like some pasta, some meats, some veggies in there. And then SpaghettiOs, you all know SpaghettiOs. This one's got the meatballs in it. Yeah. And that is, I believe, both of these, these completes and the SpaghettiOs, were gifted to me by I think that was Legion. Legion did those. Yeah. Those almost everything in that little corner down there, in that little camera thing down there, was gifts from you guys. So I don't do any of the actual donations. I don't do bits. I don't do subscriptions or anything like that. But people have mentioned, like, hey, we would like to give you something. So I was like, hey, what about food? So that way, like, when you gift food and stuff like that, you know what's going to happen to it. It's going to get gobbled up. It's going to feed me. But yeah, thank you very much, Legion, for that. But yeah, I don't know. I don't like the idea of, like, you know, here's some money and then you never know where it goes. You know, I'm not a. I understand why other people do it. Turning this into a living is super cool and everything like that, and being able to live off of doing this, live off of this kind of stuff is really, really cool. Like, it's basically a dream come true for some people, but I'm well enough off that I don't need that. But I do absolutely love treats, little things like SpaghettiOs, because, like, that's stuff that I don't normally eat from, you know, day to day. So it's literally a treat for me if I ever get that kind of stuff. Legion says, has everyone done their WAS today? Wah. But you, somebody gifted SpaghettiOs, but I think I'm going to mix the SpaghettiOs and completes together, but you only get to choose one. So would you like a completes? Would you like to feed me a completes, or would you like to feed me a SpaghettiOs? That sounds weird, but I don't know. I think it's cool. Let me check the temperature in here. It's 80. Time to turn the fan on. Guys, has everyone done their WAS? Gotta do your WAS. Let me get my hands back. Got my hands. Guys, you have your hands? You counting your fingers? Wah! Guys, do your WAS. WAS are important. Especially if you're a bird, like me. Oh! Darius is going the other route. They're going Rars. Proxel says, I am a fops, so I do I'm also a bird on cam. Nice. I mean, your bird. Let's see, where are you? Are you this green one? You're in a Wowie. Your name won't pop up unless you're the only one standing there. Oh. Oh, your bird's cam? Ah. Yeah, sometimes they actually will peck at the actual camera lens. You'll get like a super close-up of their face. I'm kind of thinking about getting rid of this part down here. This information thing here, the last raid, last follow, and all that. This is stuff I don't really actually look at too much, although it's kind of neat to have this here and show this over time. Because like I can go back like a couple months and I can see the difference in numbers and stuff like that, and it's kind of cool. But having it there all the time, I don't know. I might change that. Yeah, that's that yellow bird there. That's Peach. That's Peach. That's our what we think to be our one female bird in the whole cage of the 4. She's a good bird. She's on her second husband right now. We had another bird before that looked exactly like Taco, actually, which is the funny part. I don't know if she realizes. But we had another one named Kiwi, and he got to like 8 years old, and he unfortunately passed away. But at the same time, we also had Taco, and I think she just kind of buddied up with him after Kiwi passed away. But right now, some weird stuff is going on in the cage. Dynamics are changing. Taco, who's a green budgie, and then Slushy, who's a blue budgie, who are we believe to both be males, are really buddying up as of recent, and it's almost like Peach doesn't mind, doesn't care. Peach used to feed Taco every single day. She doesn't really do that much anymore, and now Slushy has started feeding Taco instead. So there's some interesting dynamics happening in here now, and then Mayo, being the really young bird, like maybe 2 or 3 years old, is just causing chaos in there every morning, just chasing everyone around and nipping tails and all kinds of silly things. Proxel says bird lord, yeah. It's kind of fun. It's like watching a soap opera, but it's like real life for you every day because you have to deal with it. Because sometimes it sounds like they're like really going at it in here, like fighting. But then you come in here and look at them and nothing's going on. Nothing's going on at all. Oh. Is that Mayo? Oh, so is Mayo buddying up with Peach now? See, that's a new development too. He was doing the little courting head movement, head bobble. Such interesting things. Heck, guys, you missed the Pokemon. It was a Barboach, and you guys missed it. Oh no. If you guys haven't started your Pokemon career yet, it's ! Poke Start to grab your first 5 Pokeballs and your Pokédex to hop on in. There you go. Your journey begins, Proxel. Great job. Also, if you'd like to try and catch some fish, you can definitely do that by typing !cast in the chat. A little thing will pop up over here on the left-hand side that'll show you if you catch a fish or not. But you can catch all kinds of other things, like trash, computers, and cars. Oh, you got the Weed Kinty? Yeah, nice. Yeah, cast. C-A-S-T. There you go. Darius is casting a line. What are they gonna catch? Ooh, 1 exclamation point. It goes up to 3, by the way. Hey!
Oh, hey,
Igoralka, thanks so much for the follow.
Hitting that follow button.
Hope you enjoy your stay. Chillin'. Hello. Darius, you caught a fish. Great job. Great work. How's the weather? It's cold and also very rainy. It's kind of like not all that great. And we're due for a big snowstorm in the next couple days on Thanksgiving Day or Thanksgiving morning. So we're waiting for that. Fish. You know what that means. Fish. Igor says, waiting Christmas. No. If you'd like to try and catch a fish of your own, it's !cast in the chat. That's C-A-S-T. Get yourself your very own fish. There's also a system where you can actually roleplay a little bit or do a little bit of an RPG by typing !RPG in the chat, and I think it's up here in this corner. A little roleplay thing will happen up there. Igoralka says, what are you eating today? Well, so far, the chat has gifted me a cookie, some coffee, and I think they are trying to give me some SpaghettiOs or completes over here from this little section over here, but they haven't said which one they would like yet. Yeah, so right now,
Super
Derek.
Mario in real life. Spaghetti!
Yeah. But when you do the SpaghettiOs thing, I think I need to change the command and stuff. But it's for both the SpaghettiOs and the completes, but you need to choose one. Why are you in the abyss? It's just a really simple black and white media player up there. You're a level 1, and you're attacking a rat right now. SpaghettiOs. Heck yeah. Can you become smaller? I'm already pretty darn small already. I'm 2 foot 2 inches. Or 66 centimeters. Oh, you were in the abyss? Really? I don't know. Very weird. I'm not sure. Alright, let me get some SpaghettiOs. I need to make sure I still have my spoon. Where's my spoon? Oh, there it is. Maximum small. Nuh-uh. I'm like normal small. I like how I put another one in the spot. There we go. Thank you, Legion, for all of that. Wow. What an explosive stream. Holy cow. Wow. Wow! Holy moly! Wow, exciting! I like explosions. Is it the 4th of July again? I didn't know. Wow. Proxel says, how do I choose what character I am on stream, by the way? If you click the video player in the center and then over on the right hand side, this is if you're on desktop, by the way, there'll be a little purple SA that shows up. Click that and a controller will pop up. And then it should see your avatar at the bottom of the screen. It may take a moment to load because there's like literally 800 different characters to choose from and it has to load them all. But once it does that, you have the option of just choosing between an Avali, some Sonic characters, Pony characters all the way at the end, and then also close to 600 to 700 different type of Pokemon. From 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th generation. I'm opening up the SpaghettiOs, guys. Oh. Thank you, Proxel. I'm going to enjoy this very much. If you can't find the streaming avatars thing, you can also type !EXT into the chat. It'll give you a link to open it in a separate browser window. A shaman. Oh. Hold on, I need to like readjust the camera so it's like not down here. Come here. Well, where's the... Oh, I have the hands in the wrong controllers. Auto level. There we go. Oh, did I never turn on my full body? I've not been in full body this whole time. That is funny. I love that I love that I keep forget. I put all the full body on and then I forget to put the actual thing on. But I'm down here, guys. Wow. Burb tail. That's my tail. Yeah. But if you'll excuse me for just a moment, I'm going to gobble up some SpaghettiOs. Some SpaghettiOs. Yeah. Did you know for the streaming avatars, you can also type !firework and your little character will fly into the air and pop like a little firework. Yummy. I look so unhappy right now. it's hard to eat stuff in VR with this new headset because it's like all in the way. Hey. I may have to rethink. Hey,
pump it up!
No! Oh, you stinker. Everyone does it when I sit down. I can go an entire stream and no one does that, and I sit down and someone does it. It's great. Hold on. You guys are doofuses. Alright, while we're at it, let's turn on the full body here. Okay. Whoa. Oh, okay. What is that motion? Where am I facing? 1. There we go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. All 10 of those. You guys are dorks. You know you gotta pump it up. Pump it up. Pump it up. Oh, what is this? There's a base station right there. What do you mean? There we go. Explosion. Ego, you're having fun. Are you a burger, by the way? Are you a burger? I love that. That's funny to That's funny to me. Ah. You know, I kind of wonder if I just like put another camera either on the headset itself, maybe, because I do have a spot for that, but another camera so that I can see the real world in some way. Nadine says, I got distracted for 50 minutes, but I'm about to get ready. Heck yeah. Uh-oh. Darius, be nice. Darius, be nice.
Lizard, 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 lizard.
Yeah, it's heckin' cold over here too. Although it says it's nearly 60 degrees Fahrenheit, which is like, I think that might be like 1520 C, something like that. Lizard, 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 lizard. All right, Proxel. Thank you so much for the SpaghettiOs. I really appreciate it. Have a wonderful rest of your day, Proxel. Hope to see you again soon. Wow. Anything below 23 is cold to me, so I suffer. Well, put a nice, wonderful, warm sweater on. There you go. Guys, there's a Pokemon in the bottom left-hand corner of the screen. Everyone has a chance of catching it. Exclamation point, PokeCatch in the chat. What's your favorite Pokemon? Probably Eevee. I'm not really sure. I kind of like Blaziken. Blaziken was pretty cool. But I really like Eevee. Eevee's really cute. Cheesecake. It's exclamation point PokeCatch. POKECATCH. Wow.
Thank you for the follow, Jsatic.
Jsatic, thanks so much for the follow, Bean. Hope you enjoy your stay. Darius says, I think my favorite Pokemon may be quite obvious. Oh no, nobody caught it. Better luck next time, guys. NPC bird is real? What? Is that a cookie? I want the cookie. Exclamation point, Pokey Catch. You dork. You goober maze. I think I should stop eating this one now. I try not to eat. I know this is gonna sound really stupid. I try not to eat the whole thing, simply because I am technically on a diet and I'm not supposed to actually be eating this stuff. I gotta have fun, but I also gotta be responsible. No, no more cookies. Sorry, all out of cookies. We've already had a cookie, we've had a sugary coffee, we've had SpaghettiOs. I gotta be good. I know. Oh. That's it. Oh, reset. There we go. Eat an air cookie. Oh, interesting. I think I just figured out how to trick the headset into keeping my eyes open when I want them open. I have to put the headset on while my eyes are closed. And then it just like knows that they're supposed to be open. Interesting. Gary says, "Hi, are these prices real?" Oh, did you try and do the sounds? If it says $100, that's 100 of the virtual points. If you look at your streaming avatar's button, or sorry, not your button, your controller, you'll notice it has a little number in the top right hand corner that says a number and then fish or fish. That is the virtual currency that you currently have. Darius, you might be looking for something called exclamation point dual space hio underscore cheetirbird, but for me to do that I have to go to the computer keyboard and actually type in the command to accept it, so I can't do that right now. But yeah, when it says $100, when it says $100, you don't. It's not actually $100. Wow. Maydeen says I support. I love sparkling ice brand. Wait, did I notice something? Wait, did I miss something? Hold on a second. Maydeen says I'm going out. Anybody want food? Food is delicious. Hey Creeper, welcome on through, Bean. Maydeen says, hey, having very little of something in a diet doesn't mean it's bad. That's why I'm having only half the stuff. Here, let me fix my in the throne. Oh, the throne. Yeah, I'm up for suggestions for that, by the way. I know that it's kind of limited in what you can get there. I'm basically just making it so that people can't send me like really weird things. Like some people have their thrones wide open so that people can send them whatever. But I am not. I like to know that what's coming to the house is something that that isn't going to raise any eyebrows when it's on our front porch, because we live in a city and everyone can see the packages on the front porch. So, hey Sinful, welcome on through, Bean. But if you guys have any suggestions or anything like that for things I can add to the throne, please do let me know. I think there's even a section where you can suggest things, which would be really cool. And as long as it's basically like food or water or beverages and stuff like that that are like shipped by Amazon. They have to be shipped by Amazon for specific reason, for security reasons, but it has to be shipped by Amazon. Creeper says, running on 4 hours of sleep, have a sugar-free monster in front of me. This is going to be a fun day. Oh, hopefully it's raining over Bar where you are right now, so hopefully people will be staying inside and not causing trouble. You know what I mean? But no, I absolutely love those caffeinated sparkling waters. I love those things. They're like, I love sparkling water, and I also love caffeinated things, and those will kick your butt so much better than like an actual energy drink for some reason. I think it's the sugar that's in normal energy drinks that really just kind of throws me out of whack. Sinful Dio says, Cheaty, how did you accumulate so much artwork? Watching the top left panel, there's a fair amount. Cookie! Sorry, Sinful. I've already been given a cookie today. I have to stop eating cookies now. But thank you so much for the chance. A lot of that is all gifts, actually. The stuff up here is either pretty much just gifts. There's a couple of them that I actually commissioned, but there's a lot of them that were just gifts. People were like, hey, I want you to have this. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that's awesome.
And don't worry about me shipping you stuff. I know where you live. You live in a house? Heck.
Yeah. You live in a house. Creeper says, nope, sun is shining. Wow, that's cool. It's definitely not shining over here. Creeper, we're on Thursday, Thanksgiving. We're due for a big thunderstorm, a big snowstorm coming through here. But it's not all artwork. There's also some other like selfies with friends and stuff like that in this picture frame up here as well. Nadine says you have two new suggestions. It's 81 outside. Wow. That's weird. Okay, let's see here. They're both drinks. Nice. Can I check that from inside VR? Float in world. Put it over there.
Well, I think I'm gonna head out. You have a stream, good ho.
Alright, Darius. Have yourself a wonderful rest of your day, Bean. Take good care of yourself, okay? Sinful Dio says, did you do your eye tracking on your Avi on your own? The eye tracking on most avatars just kind of works. I believe it's, and I don't know all of them that come with it, but I know the Spear Volley and this one come with eye and face tracking built in. So all you have to do is basically just have VRC Fury on your project, and then also compatible hardware as well, and it should just work. Whoa. Dackies. What was that? That was loud. Wow, guys. Somebody trying to scare me. Wow. Wowie. Cheaty Live. pause? No. You're supposed to be paused. And then my wish list. Login. At least I think that's how I do it. Yeah, there we go. You know, I remember there being a spot specifically for like suggestions, but I don't see them. I really like sparkling water. I love sparkling water.
Thank you for the follow, Pain Pog.
Pain Pog, thanks so much for the follow, Bean. Hope you enjoy your stay. Yeah. It's my version of soda too. I sometimes call it soda or pop as well, and people like yell at me. It's like, that's not soda. It's like, just because it doesn't have a whole bunch of sugar in it doesn't mean it's not soda. It's just, if I spill it, it won't make a big mess. It'll just wet the floor a little bit, and then when it dries, it won't make like a sticky mess or nothing. That sounds horrible. Is it in here? Oh wow, I didn't know you could do this. You can actually like look at all the things that people have gifted. That's cool. Is it in here? Did they get rid of it? Like, where is it? I could have swore it was just on the main page. Saved for later, foods, coffee, thing. Oh, here. Suggestions. Oh, it's the different, like, things. I like how it says that. So, this one's good, and this one is really good. Favorite soda? If I were to have one that had sugar in it and stuff like that, I think I'd really like a root beer or a Dr. Pepper. Those are usually pretty good. But I also don't like a whole lot of sugar in my diet, so I usually kind of like stay away from those. So what do I do? Do I just view suggestion? Oh, and then I can just add them. Cool. I'm not sure. I think it's saying it's out of stock though. For which one is this? The strawberry lemonade. I can't select the size. I'll have to take a look at that later. We'll save those suggestions for later. No. No, Maydeens. No. You'll be nice. You'll be nice, Maydeens. You goober. Root beer is delicious though. Come on. You want to have a good time, you got yourself some root beer. That's what we do in this place. That's what we do. Guys, there was a Togepi. You guys missed a Togepi. Wow. Wow. What you doing? Holy moly cannoli. Guys, you missed a Togepi. Wow. I mean, I also do I will say I probably so Coke or Pepsi? Let's do that one. Coke or Pepsi? I'm gonna give my opinions. I like Coca-Cola better. I do like their sugar-free one, but I can't have like a whole heck of a lot of it because I start getting dizzy for some reason when I do that. And I've looked into it. Like there are some people who do get like a drunken feeling from certain sugar-free additives. I haven't tried Star yet. That's a new one that showed up over here recently. That lemon one. That's a pretty cool one. I need to try that out. Yeah, so like if I have like one like sugar-free Coca-Cola, I'm usually fine. But if I have like two, then it's like, okay, I'm starting to feel a little funky. Then the third one, it's like, okay, I don't like this. It's a really weird thing too, because it's like you're not expecting it. Like if you were trying to like get drunk or something, that would make sense. But I don't like, especially if I gotta like drive or something and I get drunk off a freaking Coca-Cola. It's weird. Oh, it's Sierra Mist. Okay, that's not too bad. Look at that, Pete. Look at that. Look at that. You see that? Beans. Getting drunk from zero sugar is wild. I forget. I think it's aspartame. Aspartame, I think, is the chemical that they use in it's Coca-Cola, Diet Coca-Cola. Whatever chemical they use in that is what gets me dizzy if I have too much of it. Sinful Dio says, Cheaty, do you know the Evoli lore well? I know like the physical body of an Evoli, sort of. Like that was the most interesting thing about the Evoli for me, like reading the book and stuff from Todd. It's like, oh, like there's they completely explain like how the brain, the eyes, how there's no nose, there's like the things in the back, like the actual workings of the character. That was really cool to learn. The culture, I never really learned too much. I based the culture on what I see in actual practice here. Oh no, trust me, I know pain. I usually stay away from sugar-free things because of that. Is that the waist tracker is not even on? Weird. Maydeen says I get drunk on alcohol after like 3 hours. So you like have to drink alcohol and then wait 3 hours? Is that what you mean? My body is very immune to alcohol, so I have to drink enough to start getting affected. Interesting. Sinful says, wait, it says on your screen YouTube Cheetos are on YouTube too. Haven't been notified yet. The YouTube Cheetos is is how many subscribers I have over there. I call them my Cheetos. So right now, according to that, we have 1,750 subscribers over there. And then over on Twitch, we have 660 followers. Yeah, you're a Cheeto. Because I'm a Cheeto. And you guys are my Cheeto followers. My Cheeto subscribers. I was thinking like I could maybe like call it something else. But like the other thing that came to mind was like I could call them my YouTube snacks, but that would be really freaking weird if I did that. White Wolf says, I notice it every time at Cozy Beans when you get online. How do you know? Are you guys doing something right now? No, you're not doing nothing. Or does your did your waist tracker stop? Oh, I think it did. Hold on. Let me see if I can fix that. Is it off? Huh. Oh. Wait. There I am. What the heck's going on here? What's going on here? What the heckies? What the heckies? What is going on here? I'm up there. What the heckies? Calibrate. Let me just see if I calibrate really quick. Where am I facing? What if I just go over in this corner? Is this better? Are you happy with that, VR chat? Is it okay if I'm over here? Is that better? Let me calibrate one more time. I don't know. I think it's working. There's a channel where someone gets online on Twitch. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know I was over there. No, he's not. He's a good bird. He did nothing wrong. That's right. You tell her. I did nothing. No proof. Here, can I sit down now? Hey, there we go. Look at that, guys. I can sit now. Yeah. Look, I can cross my leg. I can put my foot in the air. Look at that. That's a PDs, some little beans for you. A little bean action. Little bean. Hold on, can I do both? Hold on, can I do both? Maybe I don't want to do that. Never mind, I just thought about what would happen if I did that. Those raptor beans, yeah. Somebody said that are these sparkles? They're not sparkles, they're like it's almost like they're stone. They're like a cobblestone. Paintbox says, wait, am I a Pokemon? You might be. You can change what you are at the bottom of the screen though. By typing !EXT in the chat or clicking on the video player, and over on the right hand side you'll see a purple SA. You click that and it'll bring up a controller for your character. White Wolf says you did know about it, silly. We asked you, but I guess you forgot about it. Guys, it's been 15 minutes. Have you been staying hydrated? Did you check your posture as a recent? Are you sitting up straight? We don't want shrimpies. Remember, Cheetie eats shrimpies. We don't want that now, do we? It's extremely similar to the Avatar pad. I think this is just something that's part of the Avatar. I've seen some other Elevolleys, and they also have this kind of similar thing going on, except they're more colored. Mine are just my beans are supposed to be gray, so I'm brain farting. I don't know what I'm trying to say now. Oh my god, I know, right? And you can actually duel people too. You can type !and duel space and then their Twitch name or their YouTube name if you see so fit. Brain overload. Yeah, sometimes when I have SpaghettiOs, I get a little. I think it's because of all the pasta that's in that stuff, and probably also the salt. There's a lot of salt in that stuff, and it makes me tired a little bit. I'm just like wiggling into my chair here. Creeper says, okay, things about to get busy at work. Catch you later, Hio, and until next time, you guys stay safe out there. Alright, you have yourself a good one, Creeper. Thanks so much for hopping on in today. You take care of yourself and stay safe yourself, okay, Bean? Bye-bye. Maydeen says I sent DMs. SpaghettiOs. SpaghettiOs are delicious. Sinful Dio says Cheetie's body doesn't like processed food too much. Must consume a volley-friendly noms like fish. We had fish last night. We had something called swai last night. It was kind of cool. It seems to be a little different. They're Maydeens or Mays. It seems to be a little different. It's not exactly the same. Unless maybe it's just inverted. Although yours definitely seems to be a lot higher detail than mine. The preset is fully customizable. Yeah, I wonder. I had this avatar textured by somebody else. I didn't do it myself because I don't have Substance Painter, so I didn't use that. But the person who does my textures does have Substance Painter. I did want them to be gray, and they technically are. The thing is that every time somebody sees that, they think it's either really interesting or they think it's really cool or they think it's sparkly and they really enjoy it. So I'm like, you know what? It's something that wasn't supposed to be there, but everyone seems to collectively like it. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to leave it like that. Beanpog says, okay, I think I'm going to volley now. Alright, bye, my Deans. Have a good one, Bean. Bye-bye. White Wolf going for a cast. Ooh. 2. Oh, an orange discus. That looks like a mighty tasty fish. They look like the perfect size for a pan, too. Wow, this is really nice. The nothing's trashed, nothing's broken, it just works now. Can I put this over here? White Wolf said, just had food, I'm gonna save it for later. Heck yeah. Put this over here. Well, don't jinx yourself, says some ping pong. Well, I've been having a really bad issue for like the past 2 months, where everything was crashing all the time, and I could not for the life of me figure out what the heck was going on. I thought my GPU was bad. I thought the CPU was bad. I thought the memory was bad. I just said, you know what? I've tried all the hardware things. I've replaced the RAM, the GPU, the CPU. Nothing was working. So I said, you know what? That's it. I'm done. It's been 4 or 5 years. I'm going to reinstall Windows. I reinstalled Windows. Every single problem went away. Every single one. I don't think I've had my computer crash in the past like week. And it's been super lovely after dealing with it for so long. Beanpog says, well, that's good. Yeah, I know, right? It's so nice. Especially after dealing with it for 2 months. Congratulations, I think. I know. You know what I find really nice is to like sit down and relax in VR. I know a lot of people are like, hey, I'm in full body, but I don't necessarily like to do the thing where like you have the full body and then you sit down all the time or lay down. I'm not a huge fan of that because it's like I have full body and all I'm doing with it is laying down. So I like to stand up. I like to move. Yeah. I like to zoom. But if I'm gonna sit down, I usually just won't even put on the full body. Hello. And one of the reasons is because it does this sometimes. I don't know why. It should be right within view. Yeah, let's put it over here. Makes me wonder. I don't know. I don't know why it does that sometimes. But now, like if I have it here, if I put my hands right here, because it seems to be dedicating that tracker up there. What if I just turn this way? But then I can't do that because the camera is over there. Painpog says, to be honest, I don't even care about full body. I just want PC VR. I would definitely, if you have the monies, well, I can't really say right now. The market's changing a heck of a lot right now. But if you can help it, I would maybe say don't go with Quest. It's a very cheap headset, and the Quest 3, like the non-3S version, is an actually really tempting headset to get. And I do have that. I have the Quest 2, 3, and Pro. But all three of them, as of recent, have really been kind of showing the fact that it's a huge corporation, and when they push updates, you deal with it regardless if it works or not. And if anything bad ever happens to your software, they don't care. Which I've been struggling with the Quest. That's why I got this headset now with the eye tracking and stuff, because the Quest Pro does have face tracking, but they have, what is it, hampered, is it the word? They very much hindered that headset a lot. The controllers constantly disconnect. You can't get clear visuals on it wirelessly because they limit the amount of throughput you can get on the Wi-Fi radios. The software constantly changes, and there's no rhyme or reason. The controllers constantly go to sleep. So if like you're sitting down on a chair, they'll just go to sleep, and your hands will go like this. And that's on the Quest Pro. The Quest 3 is a little bit better, and it's actually a really powerful. I think they're literally trying to kill the Quest Pro. Is the problem with that thing? Is they're actually trying to get people off of it because they saw that as a fail. But the Quest 3, the 3 is a decent one. Hydrate, heck yeah! I think I still have a little bit of coffee left. Yeah. Let's see, what time is it? 3:30. Okay, I'm gonna go take a little birdie break. Oh, my eye is not tracking again. I'm gonna go take a little birdie break, and I'll be right back. I will see you guys in just a little minute. Let me. Where is? Oh, I gotta do this. There we go. And. Oh, there it is. BRB screen. There we go. No, I'm not leaving. I'm just going to take a little birdie break. I've got to use the birdie's room. I'll be back in just a little minute. All right, White Wolf. Have yourself a good one. Thanks so much for hopping on in today. Great to see ya. Alright, Sinful. All right, Sinful, have yourself a good one, Bean. Thanks so much for stopping on in today. Have a wonderful rest of your day or night. Hi, Lishy. Welcome on in. Were you not able to get to sleep at all? Yeah. My waist tracker. Wow. Dylan.
Thank you for the follow, Delant Move.
Delant Moth. Or is it Dylan T Movie? Thank you for hitting that follow button over on twitch.tv. You're awesome, Bean. Hope you enjoy your stay. Where's my thing? Let's calibrate again. We gotta do that. Yeah. Dude, they're coming out with like new body trackers now. I'm not entirely sure, but I think how they work is they use magnetic tracking. If you guys have ever heard of anything called the Razer Hydras before, they were controllers that used magnetic spatial tracking from like 2014 or 2016, I think. Which was like one of the very first controllers that you could use in VR, because at the time there was only the DK1 and the DK2. But apparently the technology has gotten so good that you can actually use it for full body now. So I believe how it works is you have 1, 2, 3, 4. No, I think you can have up to 3 for the standard setup, where you have 1 on your foot, 1 on your other foot, and then 1 on your waist. The 1 on your waist is really big, and that's because the magnetic field generator is inside of that part, and then the other trackers just listen for that information from there. Crap, what is it called? It's called something, of course. I'm really interested in it because that means that I could technically use any type of headset for full body tracking. And their claim to fame for those is that you don't have to constantly recalibrate all the time. So one of the main issues with slime trackers right now is that you have to like stand up straight and then tap your chest tracker a couple of times to recalibrate every so often. With these new ones, you don't have to do that, which is really, really cool. And they're also apparently supposed to be just as cheap as slime trackers as well. And because there's less of them, where there's just the main tracker here, and then maybe 2 for your feet, and then maybe 1 for your shoulders, and they even have ones for your hands too for the full package. Wow, if only money was easier to get, then I would definitely use your advice. Yeah, I mean, what I'm saying is that it's a lot cheaper than the laser tracked ones. Like, not technically the ones I'm using right now, but the regular Vive pucks. What I'm using right now, I'm doing it really, really cheap. I went onto eBay and bought 2 base stations and 2 controllers for like $70, which just one of those base stations is worth like 90 to 100 on its own, and I got 2 of them and 2 controllers for $70, which wasn't too bad. And then I bought 3 more of these controllers called Vive wands. I bought 3 more for $15 each, and then I modified the firmware on the controllers to think that they're Vive trackers, because these rings on the top here, really, if you look at them, they're just upside down Vive trackers. That's a lot to me, at least. It is, but considering that if you were to go to the store and buy the brand new base stations, like each of those base stations, and you need at least, not necessarily, but they recommend that you get at least 2 of them. Each of them, so you need 2. Each of them is $240 for one of those base stations. So, and that's for one of those base stations is more than I bought for the entire setup. So it's And then I would need 2 of them, so that's like $400 some odd dollars. And then the Vive trackers are like $150 each, so that's like what, 300, 450? Is that right? So close to $800 to $900 is what it normally would have cost to get this set up. I think in the way that I did it, I think it did it in like $200. So like a percentage, like a very small amount I paid for the same, almost the same experience. Obviously it's not perfect. It does have its caveats as I'm using it. But I didn't spend $900. That's what I'm trying to say. The tracker or the Vive one that is on my waist here is literally from 2016. It's one of the very first generation controllers, and it is showing its age because the battery hardly holds a charge anymore. I can get they're supposed to get like 8 or 9 hours each. This one right here gets about an hour and a half. So I have like on the waist, I have a belt here, and I have a battery pack, a small battery pack with a USB port on it that goes into the controller. And I haven't really tested how long that lasts, but it definitely gets over an hour and a half now. So it's a little how you doing, but it works. But I'm thinking for the other trackers that are like completely wireless and you don't have to worry about the occlusion that I keep having to worry about, because every time I cover this thing, although now that I try to do it, there it goes. See, now it's it doesn't have occlusion and stuff. I think that'd be pretty cool to figure that one out. A little, hey, I'm trying. Hey, I'm trying, okay? I'm trying. It's because it's a little occluded. You know, I'm trying my best here. Lishy says, I like hats and scarves. I love scarves. Scarves are like really cozy, and it's always kind of like fun because if you're like snugging with somebody else, they can like play with it and stuff. It's a nice little, or to cover themselves. I've had people like tug on it before. That sounds horrible. Out of context, that sounds horrible. But but no, hats are pretty cool too. I wear hats all the time. Hats are one of my more favorite things to wear all the time. I don't wear them when I'm wearing a VR headset, obviously, because, you know, there's a headset on there, but, you know, I like different hats. I have one from Manchester when I went over there. I have a Chevy hat. I've thought about like getting like a smart car hat since I have a smart car, but I don't know if that would be like one of those kind of like, oh, you're kind of like posh because you have a smart car kind of thing, you know? Like having the smart car is like, it's just funny, but then like having a hat for the smart car, it doesn't have the same vibe as like a Chevy or a Ford hat where it's like, oh, you're proud of the brand, because it's like, I'm not really sure. But it's like if I had a Cadillac too, if I had a Cadillac hat, I just feel like I'm trying to show off rather than just trying to rep a brand, you know? Paintbog says, hey, remember that comment you made one YouTube shorts rock on Lexi, but it was supposed to be I exist now? Yeah, is that you? Yeah, I thought the I was an E, or sorry, the I was an L, and I thought their name was Lexi, but then I like went to their actual YouTube page and I'm like, oh, it's I exist now, not Lexi. That's so silly. Oh, so that is you then. Yeah, sorry about that. I didn't realize that what was going on. Yeah, I'm just here now. Yeah. Let's see here. What time is it? I think either in the next 10 to 15 minutes, I'm going to call it for today. Simply because Smiley's going to be getting off work, and I want to get out of this before he does get off of work. Because we're going to go to the store and pick up some stuff for dinner. Maybe have a little have a little fun before, oh, that sounds horrible too. I need to watch how I say certain things. Alright, Lishy, have yourself a good one, Bean. Thanks so much for coming back on over. I hope you get to sleep soon. Yeah, we got to get some stuff for dinner, you know. Maybe get a few beverages or something. It's a horrible day outside right now. It's like raining out there right now. What you making? We're not entirely sure. We kind of go to the store and see whatever's on sale. We let the store choose for us what we're gonna have for that day, because like sometimes they'll have deals on steak or on pork or chicken, but never all at the same time. There's been a couple times where we've gone to the store and we have found massive trays full of like 6 large chicken breasts for like $1, which is, I don't know about you, but that's incredibly cheap because they're normally like $17 for these things, but they're like $1. So what we'll do is we'll just buy like 6 of these trays and shove them into our freezer and eat them over like the next 2 weeks. Frito pie? Yeah, it was really cheap. It's really cheap. We get some really good deals sometimes, and the food quality, even though, because we've tried it from other stores where they're like really cheap and stuff, and the meats are just like, you take them out of the thing and there's just something off about it. Whereas from the store that we've been getting it from for really cheap, obviously it's not always cheap. It's just like it's coming up on its day to be swapped out, so they try to sell it really cheap so they can get rid of it. And that's basically what we do. We just wait for them to get to that point where like, hey, nobody's buying this, so we're just gonna price it out really, really cheap and then move on to the next thing. And that's when we strike. We get in there and we buy we just buy like really cheap chicken or pork or ham. We've bought an entire ham for like $5 once. Like, we get some really good deals sometimes. And I think the ham was priced by mistake. There was only one that was priced like that, because the other ones were like $30 or $35, but then there was just this one ham that was priced at like $5 for some reason. And it's like, ooh, let's get that. So we get lucky sometimes. But yeah, we let the store decide for us what we're gonna have for dinner, and then we'll like. So we've been on a diet for a while now, like I may have mentioned earlier. So what we do is we get foods like chicken, pork, beef, ham, whatever, and then maybe like a vegetable like potatoes or green beans, corn, or mixed veggies and stuff like that, and we just steam it. Right, so we have 2 steamer pots downstairs, and we put the meat in one and then the veggies in the other, and then we let that just steam for about 30 minutes, and then we take them out, plate them up, maybe top them with some sauce of some sort, and then eat that. And the reason why we've been doing that is because well, we're on a diet, and I have lost about 21 pounds in the past 2 months by doing that. So some people would say it sounds kind of boring, because like you're not like frying it up or making an elaborate sauce or gravy or whatever, and you're right, it is, sometimes it's a little boring, but it's still pretty tasty because it still is like, you salt and pepper it and stuff like that, so it still has a little bit of good flavor to it. And then you also top it with like hot sauce or whatever you want to put on there, like barbecue sauce, but like making sure that the barbecue sauce is like real sugar and not corn syrup and stuff. And it's still tasty, and I'm losing weight. Like, I don't have to feel guilty about like eating a second helping if I do, because I legit don't gain weight from it. I lose weight by eating this food, so it's like, it's really good. Well, this has been a fun chat session. I do need to go now, though. It's been a very fun talking to you. I'll definitely catch the next stream. All right, Bean, have yourself a wonderful one. Thanks so much for stopping in. Mulligan says, evening, Cheaty, doing some fishing. I'm in the fishing world. I don't normally do the fishing. I let other people do the fishing for me, and then I eat the fish. Like you guys can do it right now. You can type !cast in the chat and get some fish yourself. Bye, Ping Pong. Bye-bye. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Yeah, here we go. Valerian is casting a line. Ooh, okay, there we go. Success. It's a triggerfish. Delicious. Yum, 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 yum. Hi, Twizel. Welcome on through, Bean. How you doing today? I didn't catch when Arya finally went to sleep, but boy, was he like screaming for a good while. I think I woke up at like 3 a.m. last night and Arya was still screaming. I was like, Bean, go to sleep. Guys, it's been 15 minutes. Check your posture. Drink some water, and if you're hungry, go eat some food. You deserve it. Wow, there's like a whole entire bug Pokemon over there. What is that? Oh, and Malarian is a little dragon. A little Dragonite. Who's this? Who's this Pokemon? That. Well, their name didn't show up. Come on, show up. Ah, it's not showing their name. Blah. Wait, what time is it? 3:51. Okay, we still have 9 more minutes. I might try to like stop the stream before it actually hits 4 o'clock though, because ideally I want to maybe start getting into a schedule. I think that'd be pretty fun. From Mondays and Tuesdays and Thursdays and Fridays, maybe. Being from maybe 1 to 4 or 2 to 4. I think I might try to do that. I can't do that on Wednesdays though, because that's what is it? Brain farting. What is it called? Huawei Wednesday. There we go. Wow, that took a second. But no, it's Wednesdays are Huawei Wednesday, so I can't do 2 to 4 time slot because that's literally the same exact time that Huawei Wednesday happens. But we can maybe start thinking about doing that, and I might even start thinking about maybe doing earlier streams instead, because I think a lot of people, when I go live early on, tends to be a better time for everyone else, or for early on streams. The afternoon ones, everyone's kind of like driving home from work and stuff like that. They just don't have time to be here. But like early on in the day, everybody over in the UK is already like off of work already, and then people over here are like at work and they're watching streams on their computers at work. It's pretty cool. But if I do that, then that means I can do it on Wednesdays too. That'd be pretty cool. But just as an update, there will not be a stream on Thursday or Friday or Wednesday for that matter, simply because oh, that reminds me, maybe I won't be able to do Friday meetup. Oh, I may have to look into that. But that's because I will be with family. So I will be with family on Thursday. I should be back sometime on Friday, so I should be able to do Friday meetups. But we shall see. How you doing today, Twizel? It's getting toasty in here again. Wow. Guys, you missed a Pokemon. There's a Pokemon over there and you missed it. Wow-wee. Wow-wee-wee wow. Okay. All right. I think that is going to be it for today. We have 5 minutes left and I want to save up this time to get you guys rated out to somebody else. So let's go ahead and do that really quick. I'm going to put this headset down. So let me do this. We're going to do this. We're ending. That's going to be the end for today. Yeah. Thanks everyone so much for hopping on in. It's been great having you. But now it's time to find you guys somebody else to watch for today. Let me try and be nice to this cage over here. Malarian, have a wonderful rest of your day, Bean. I wonder if Aria is streaming again. I know they were saying that they wanted to start doing more streams, so I wonder if they're alive again. And if they are, maybe Flex Pose. That was the name of the other trackers. Flex Pose. Twitch.tv. There we go. Let's see who's live right now. We got oh, and no kidding. Just as I speak of it, Aria Vivo is very much alive right now. I'm gonna raid them now. I'm gonna raid Aria, and I'm also going to tell them to go to frickin' sleep because they need to sleep. How long have they been streaming for? Only an hour 25. Okay, good.
Looks like I got fucking slaughtered somebody.
Now, just so you guys know, the person that we're about to go and raid here is also labeling their stream as 18+. That doesn't necessarily mean anything in particular is like NSFW, but they do use stronger language than we do over here, and some conversations that may take place may be more adult in nature. Just so you guys are aware, but they are a really cool bean. They're also on Avali, so if you guys like Avali streamers, they are an awesome Avali to follow. We're going to dismiss that. And now we are going to take their name, go over to the chat really quick here. Aria is very stinky.
I hate fucking phantoms.
Of course, Millerian. Thank you so much for hopping on in today. It's always great to see you. Twizel, have a good one, Bean. All right, guys, I'm going to send you guys on over to Aria Vivo. They're currently playing Minecraft, or at least some version of it. They've been checking out a lot of mod packs as of recent, it seems. They're trying to find the new latest and greatest thing for them to play. And I don't know if they've actually found one yet, but they're trying. But let's go and say hi. Now, we don't do a cheaty raid or anything like that. We just go over to the next person and say hi to them. So I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. But until next time, this is Hi-Yo Cheaty Bird signing off. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Bye.